In this lesson, we're going to discuss point styles and show you how you can use point styles to control the display of the point marker or the point node. The whole idea behind point styles is that you can show your points in your drawing based on the final plan production requirements for existing base point features. So an example would be a catch basin. You may show a catch basin with the catch basin symbol with no label on it. That actual symbol is the point style itself. Let's review some existing point styles in the drawing. If we were to go to the Tool Space Settings tab and expand the point styles collection, you're going to see a number of point styles in this collection. And if you notice the names of some of these styles, they reference actual features in the that you would encounter in the field, such as a hydro pole or a sanitary manhole or a storm catch basin. And the idea is that every point can have a point style assigned to it. So you can modify points to assign a particular point style to any single or any number of points in your drawing. If we were to have a closer look at these point styles, the storm catch basin point style, for example, I'll edit this style, and on the marker tab you can see that this particular style is referencing an AutoCAD block symbol called catch basin. So that's how you would use an AutoCAD block in a point style. And you also have the option to use a custom marker. You've got some controls over how the point style is scaled, and one of the most common aspects is to be able to scale the point style with the drawing scale. In this case, the resultant height of the point marker on paper, once you plot it, will be 0.1 inches tall. And so that's a plotted paper height that you see here. On the 3D Geometry tab, you can control the physical Z coordinate for the insertion of the point, which has nothing to do with the elevation, but basically you can insert the point at the AutoCAD Z coordinate that it represents, or you can flatten these points to elevation 0. And on the Display tab, you have control over the marker and the label for that point style as well. So how those point style components are going to be displayed. So to summarize, your point styles can be found in the Settings tab of the Tool Space under the Point and the Point Styles collection. In this exercise, we're going to apply a point style to a point, and it's a very easy thing to do. So let's zoom into this survey monument down in the bottom left-hand corner. And if I were to pick the point object, I could either right-click and select Edit Points, or I could click Edit List Points from the contextual ribbon here. And that will display that point in the panorama window. Now, you may choose to adjust your columns. Perhaps I'm not interested in seeing the easting and the northing, so I'm going to right-click on the column header and turn off some of these parameters. For that matter, I'll turn off elevation right now. And you'll see the point style here. Watch what happens when I change. I'm just going to hit Escape to unselect the point, but watch what happens when I change the point style that's assigned to this point. So you can click in the cell and choose a different point style. So I'm going to choose a survey control point style. And you can see now this point appears like a survey control point. And let's continue this by looking at another point. I'm going to go to Prospector tab, and if we were to click on the points collection, I'm going to zoom to a tree symbol. So in fact, I'll pan to a tree symbol here. I'm going to right click on this point and pan to this tree point right here. And now we can either grip the tree in the drawing area, or you can assign a point style directly from within the item view area of Prospector. So I'm going to click in the Style column and select a tree left symbol. And you can see now how that is being displayed as a tree. You can select multiple points. So if I wanted to use my sorting, I could sort by raw description. And let's scroll down to the valves. And I can use my Shift key to select all the valve points. And then right-click on the column header and select Edit. And what this allows me to do is to assign a point style to multiple points. And we're going to choose the water valve point style and click OK. And I've now assigned the water valve point style to all of the water valve points in the drawing area. So point styles can be manually assigned. You can set your default point style in the Settings tab of the Tool space. If you right-click on Point and select Edit Feature Settings, you can specify your default point styles here. And as you'll learn in a later lesson, you can use description keys to automate the assignment of the point style to the point.